Well, guys, this is it. This is the biggest Lorcana news we've ever had since the release of the game and the D23 promos. This is a real card. Yes, that is a artist signature on the card. It's, giving real resorts vibes. And we got some new cards from the new set coming out, new collector set, and just so much. Let's jump right into it. First up, we're going to jump right into Lorcana's website. This is the first look, Rise of the Floodborn. This is the name of the next set, and they did reveal some cards. So let's go ahead and read all this. We are going to look at the cards in more detail. There is some insanely powerful cards, in my opinion, that are coming out. Seems like the power creep is very real. This Bell card specifically is insane, so Bell continues to be good. The Strange but Special is a really good card in the first chapter, and then this one is just amazing as well. It's really nice to see more colors getting the love. Maybe that's what they thought with Bell being a Emerald, but yeah, let's just check it out here. Let's read what we got going. Illumineers, we're excited to share the next set release for Disney Lorcana TCG, Rise of the Floodborn. And yeah, it is kind of crazy this close to the craziness that is the first chapter. I am going to talk a little bit about that as well towards the end of the video. So this is just kind of a news breakdown first and then more analysis later. But this set dips into the inky origins of Floodborn glimmers. That is a sentence. There are 6 magical inks. Resulting in a mysterious flood which damaged the Great Illuminary. When Storyborn or Dreamborn glimmers encounter this mixed ink, they surge with a power that changes them, transforming them into Floodborn glimmers. This magical ink poured out of the Illuminary. Treasured lore went with it, including King's Triton, powerful trident. So it's essentially kind of giving vibes like, hey, these Floodborn characters are going to be pretty powerful, and I think we are definitely seeing that. Rise of the Floodborn features more than 200 cards once again, so bringing the total up to 400 already, so you cannot even fit the first 2 sets in a single 360 card binder, which is nuts. Fan favorites like Winnie the Pooh and Tiana appear for the first time, while 6 additional Disney stories join the game's lineup. So you have Snow White coming, Pinocchio, Zootopia, The Great Mouse Detective, The Jungle Book, which a lot of people are pretty excited about already, and Raya the Last Dragon. Additionally, a new keyword makes its debut, Resist. The Resist keyword indicates how much additional damage characters may be able to withstand. For example, resist 2 on a character would mean any damage dealt to them is reduced by 2. So that is pretty nuts, especially if it's on this Armored Cinderella. It is a 7-drop, but pretty strong. Let's take a look at each of the products. We do have product images. This is the booster box. You got Raya, I think is her name, Queen of Hearts, and the Beast on the front. It's a very, much darker looking box than the first chapter. This is 3-pack artworks, I believe. Once again, this is what I found interesting, though. They're going to have more starter decks, so it's not even the first chapter. I figured the first chapter would have its own starter decks and then that be that, but it looks like they are going to continue starter decks for every set going forward. That's fine and all, but with the demand that is the first set, it's just kind of confusing why they would do that so early. You do have some awesome deck boxes and sleeves and playmats, but this is where the big news is right here. Additionally, there is one more surprise joining these products. In celebration of Disney's 100th anniversary, we're releasing a special collection set, Disney Lorcana Disney 100 Edition. This, guys, is just going to be insane. Look at this. It's a gift box. This is kind of like the collector set from D23. It is a special product just for that. You get all these cards, and it looks like 4 additional game packs, booster packs. So it is just insane to see that they are already doing a product like this. This set is perfect for collectors. Even though they mentioned that they weren't going to cater to collectors, they made a full product only for collectors, essentially. Contains 6 cards. From Disney Lorcana, the first chapter, and Rise of the Floodborn. So maybe that, I think that Elsa that we had up earlier, we'll check it out later, but I think that Elsa that we had might be the reprint of the card from the first chapter. But never before seen alternate artwork drawn by Disney animators from Walt Disney Animation Studios. So this is a step beyond the enchanted rare. This set is going to have its normal enchanted rares that you can get in the set, but this is an entirely different product. It has the enchanted rare layout as far as the alternate artwork, but the artwork on these is kind of a little more simple in my opinion. But not only that, it has the animator's signature directly on the card. It is not like hand signed, but it is designed in the card itself. Yeah, it's just going to be insane. This is a no-brainer if you can pick this up. Unfortunately, it's going to be going for way more than whatever number they put on it because they are going to sell out, and it is just going to be nuts. Really sad to see the state of Lorcana right now because of all these issues with production, or not even production, just the demand. Like, their production is going fine. They just did not order enough. The demand is what is the real problem, and people can't buy enough cards that they need. But yeah, this has a satin holographic finish, so I don't think they're going to be as shiny or spectacular as a D23 set, but it has a copy of the animator's signature prominently displayed. Additionally, each set contains 4 booster packs of Disney Lorcana Rise of the Floodborn. This Rise of the Floodborn, the second set, will release in local game stores November 17th. So that is an important date. It's just going to be like the first chapter. It's going to release in LGS's first, while the wide release, this is, all your targets and stuff, are going to be on December 1st. And not only that, but it says including the Disney Lorcana 100 edition on December 1st. So that is the date for this collector edition. So yeah, if Lorcana was totally in full production and meeting demand, and they were just printing the normal set to the ground, I think this is a great idea. They are off to an amazing start as far as their products and planning. However, the execution of that is potentially going to be their downfall. A lot of the D23 cards, they have hit all-time highs. People are chasing the enchanted rares now, and if the second set is going to have enchanted rares and this collector's set, that's just a whole nother level. It's just insane. Is it too early to be doing all this stuff? There's for sure not going to be enough of this to go around. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. I really like the game. I really want to build a couple decks to play with, but just all this is just kind of insane. They're already hitting the ground running, which is kind of what they had to do to some extent, but this is just like a little too much. We need to kind of take a step back. And, like I said, ideally in a world, this product is amazing, but just given the amount of prices, like even the people who just want to play the game, the amount of prices that they have to pay just to get booster packs, we got bigger problems we need to solve first. But let's go ahead and jump over to Lorcania. This is where you can find all the images right now. I'm sure their companion app will update, but as you can see here, this is from the first chapter, so every card is listed up until Genie on this point. And then right here with Dinner Bell, it starts the new set. So we do have another Elsa, Merlin. So yeah, let's just go ahead and quickly go through each card and see what we got here. We have Dinner Bell, which is an item. You can exert it and pay 2 ink, draw cards equal to the damage on chosen character of yours, then banish them. That's pretty powerful, but very situational. I'm not exactly sure how much that will actually see play. That's kind of like I don't know, I feel like it's a sideboard type thing, or you'd almost have to build your deck around like your character's always having a lot of damage, and then a way to get them back to the graveyard. Maybe that has a little niche pocket in there. But we have Elsa Gloves Off, Challenger 3. When challenging, she gets +3 on her attack. That's pretty solid. She's only 1 lower though, so she is meant to be like a challenger. Merlin, whenever one of your other characters is returned to your hand from play, this character gets +1 lore this turn. So there is a lot of good things that you can work that in. We have a Mickey Mouse, which is a 6-drop inkable. Glad you're here. When this character quests, you can pay 3 less for the next character you play this turn. Wow, that is actually pretty good. So you get 3 lore and a 3-drop for free, or a 3 ink discount. So that is insane. Looks like we just have a normal Raya. She is pretty powerful for a 4-drop, but only 1 lore. So it's pretty solid, but it's not going to be, amazing. The Sorcerer's Spellbook, exert it, do 1 ink to gain 1 lore. That's pretty good. We have Tiana, Celebrating Princess, resist 2. So she's where, when she gets challenged, she resists damage. So yeah, that's kind of insane. They got to be careful with that. Resist 2. So basically you have to have someone with more than 3 attack to even damage her, and she's got 4 defense as well. That is pretty crazy. While this character is also exerted, you have no cards in your hand. Opponents can't play actions. So yeah, this seems pretty good. I'm gonna have to see where it stacks up against other stuff and other decks and stuff. But yeah, that seems pretty great right there. Winnie the Pooh. Look at this Winnie the Pooh. We got a wizard Winnie the Pooh, Honey Wizard. He's just a 5/5, 2 lore common, but that is just hilarious. Zero to Hero is a song. Count the number of characters you have in play. You pay that amount of ink less for the next character you play. So a little confusing, but however many characters you have, you get that much ink off of your next character. We have the Queen, who is a super rare. Makes sense. Shift 2, whenever this character quest, opposing character gets -4 attack this turn, and chosen character gets +4 this turn. So that is pretty powerful. We have Belle. So this is the one I really want to check out. Let's actually open this up in a new tab here. Look at this, guys. Belle, Hidden Archer. It's a 5-drop, uninkable. So that's a really big downside, and it's only 3/3. But it has Shift 3. Whenever this character is challenged, the challenging character's player discards all cards in their hand. So if you can get this out turn 3 and somehow protect her, or even, get hit for something, you can probably work out a combo where you have to force one of their characters to challenge, and you can basically quest with her and have her sitting there and force them to challenge you. And if you can get that off early game and they have to discard their entire hand, that is absolutely insane and broken, I feel, especially for a second set. We'll see. A lot of people are freaking out about this card, and yeah, it makes sense that it's a legendary. That is insane. If that has an enchanted form, that's going to be wild. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep on. We got Gaston for 3. Pays a shift. He plays for 6, but you can shift him for 4. Whenever you play the character, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may put 1 into your hand, put the rest on the bottom. That is pretty good in itself. It is a very high cost card. I think there's just better options. You have Cinderella Stout-Hearted. Shift 5, resist 2. She is a 7-drop. Wow. Okay. This is pretty OP too, though. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, I don't want to save it there. I want to open it in a new tab. Cinderella, Stout-Hearted. Shift 5, so you can play it for 5, and it has resist 2 with a 5 defense, which is nuts, but it quests for 3 as well. But the Singing Sword ability is just amazing. Whenever you play a song, this character may challenge ready characters this turn. So there is definitely a deck to be made around that. And you can really mess some decks up with that little workaround. So that is insane. All right, the rest of these cards, guys, I'm not going to read them. You guys can kind of see them here. A lot of them are, I think like Elsa might be a reprint. I don't know, but they're not really meant to be played with. They are good cards. So yeah, you can see them here, but just look at the artwork on these guys. We got Mickey. That is signed right there. Let's go ahead and open these all in new tabs, shall we? We just got to get a close look of these. But yeah, here we go. Here is the Mickey. Whenever this card quests, you can pay 3 less for your next character. Yeah, so nothing super special there. But this is numbered 18 out of P1, so promo 1. It's just interesting how they're doing the promo numberings there, but English set 2 is how that is read down there. But these have the unique Disney 100 logo on them, so it's just crazy. We already have the D23 promos, we have the League promos, we have the Gen Con promo, we have Disney 100 logo promos, and the set 2 isn't even out yet. So I don't know. It's just, it would be totally a good thing if it wasn't for the situation that we're in with the first chapter. Here we have Elsa, signed by Brittany Lee. Very nice card there. Number 20, Genie by Eric Goldberg. I really like this Genie one. It's nice that he's got all the little faces in there and stuff. We have a Stitch Abomination, which is Alex Cooperschmidt. That is a long last name. But yeah, pretty nice looking artwork there. These are a little more simple, like I said, than the Enchanted Rares, but yeah, they still look amazing. And just having that Disney 100 and then the layout of the card, these are going to be certainly a no-brainer if you can get your hands on these for MSRP or even slightly above. I mean, I think everyone's going to be doing it. Last but not least, we have the Maui, and yeah, that is our wrap-up of all these cards, guys. So yeah, it is insane. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to be doing for Lorcana. I want to build like 3 decks just to have, you know, my hand in each of the colors to see how that plays out, just to enjoy the game. As far as collecting, though, I really don't know what I want my goals to be. It would be nice just to stick with the first chapter. I do have the D23 set promos, but I'm looking at selling those and buying more Pokemon, so I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. This is just really insane news to see all this, and it's just kind of a sad situation that a lot of people can't fully enjoy the set or, you know, even the first set at this point. It's just got to get better, and I don't really know if it will. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.